Okay, so testing the Dewalt Portable Power Station. One, I think this is awesome. This is so far beyond what I was hoping or expecting out of the product development surveys they were doing in a video I uploaded around 2 years ago. The inverter on board was not my idea, but I think it's a wonderful idea. So it took me a little time to buy one, and I ordered one a few days ago off Amazon. Showed up. I wanted to do my initial testing. The first portion of the box opening, you might see it wouldn't work. It would charge batteries. Go to press a button. There was no power out. So that's what happened. Okay, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it because I pay money for this stuff. Okay, this was not a freebie from the company, but these things happen. Okay, it's new on the market. We buy a lot of stuff. DeWalt does have warranty stations. No muss, no fuss. Didn't require a receipt. They said it's so new on the market, we'll deal with it for you. We'll take care of you. I told them I kind of needed one right away, that I do YouTube videos. They offered to help me, but they had none in stock. It was going to be several days to get it, and this was in a major metropolitan area. They put me in touch with a supplier that had a few. They only had two of them. Okay, so these are not, you're going to see these all over YouTube, and you're going to see these in promotions, and you're going to see Wrangler Star Guy is. Cool guy. I think you'll have a lot of fun with this stuff. But these are not readily in circulation among contractors yet. And the warranty repair stations, as of late February, early March 2017, do not have spare parts for these. Home Depot is apparently holding back on selling them. You can mail order them, but the stores apparently are not stocking them right now. There's some mislabeling going on that it says use it with 20-volt batteries. I confirmed that this is fully flex volt compatible. The flex volt batteries will function as 20-volt batteries with this. Does not charge or discharge from the 12-volt batteries. You know, the way that shoe system works on these things. It will charge all of the batteries simultaneously. It comes in a box with basically the unit. There's no foam. There's not much paper. There's a little bit of display stuff. The impression I get is that DeWalt plans on this being an offering in their lineup for quite a while. So it's a little bit of a rocky start with the defective units coming out, but they got good ones. They're going to be in a pipeline. I'm sure it's going to be just fine. They're presenting this to the market with a lot of confidence. Don't be surprised if there's a new version, an 1800.1 or .2 that would be out in a couple of years or a year or two or something like that. I think this is the future of the DeWalt power tool lineup. I think this stuff's going to be around for a while. The talk at the professional suppliers is that there was a lot of press leading up to this. It's not a test market. It's something they plan on getting into. It's just they're a little slow releasing them. The way this works, there's no power cord that comes with this. And apparently it's to prevent somebody from simply plugging one side into the other side. There are some safety protocols on this that I need to confirm, but apparently, and this could have happened. This could have been, somebody goofed around with this at the factory or somewhere. I got it fresh from the box, so. But if somebody goofed with one of these and plugged one side and the other side, flicked a switch, that might have been a problem. I don't know if there's any kind of an automatic safety cutout. What I did do was plug one into the other and use one to charge the other, and that seemed to work fine. So that seemed to work fine. There's a lot of question of whether or not these can be charged from modified sine wave, because this is an AC unit, AC in, DC to charge your batteries, modified sine wave AC to come out, which is not a true AC. Okay, some sensitive items are not going to like modified sine wave, but motor-driven power tools, it's 99% of the time is going to be fine. Refrigerators, for whatever reason, do not like modified sine wave stuff. Some battery chargers do not like modified sine wave stuff. There were some warnings on my Ryobi sine battery chargers. They really don't want their AC battery chargers plugged into a modified sine wave inverter. It does work. We just don't know how long they're going to last doing that. And so because of that, I cannot endorse this as a full-time off-grid usage item, because I don't know yet if this will work as an off-grid battery charger. There's no DC in. This requires AC in. Initial testing tells me that one of these will function to charge batteries when it is plugged into modified sine wave power. I didn't do it long term. I turned it on. I'm going to be returning the second one for a refund, not a replacement. So I'm really not sure. What I'm going to do is I'm keeping this one under warranty. We're going to test it on modified sine wave charging, and if it sufficiently passes that testing, if I can use this for a year, and throughout that year we're charging this off of an inverter, then this is a major game changer in off-grid stuff. Okay, this because this will be all factory stuff. It's a major game changer. It's going to be a lot like having a 2,000 watt generator that is absolutely silent, that can charge off of vehicles, it can charge off of solar panels, it can charge off a lot of stuff. But because it does not have a 12 volt input, what happens is you got to have a inverter go into it, and that may be a problem. That's why I'm not going to endorse this. You're going to see future videos where I talk about off-grid use. Off-grid construction means that you may be going back and forth to an on-grid thing to charge your batteries, or you may be dealing with a item lifetime issue if you're charging it off of an inverter. And if you're doing this professionally, understand there may be some usage, some wear out issues, some downtime issues, but the warranty service seems pretty good. The people at the warranty station didn't seem to either understand my question or answer in the negative on whether or not there would be a problem on charging this off of modified sine wave. So we're just going to find out about this together. As far as using the device, a lot of people have a lot of other videos. You load it with batteries. You make sure the batteries are charged up to some degree. If one battery's charged and the others are not, that's okay as long as they all have some charge in them. Okay, so let's say two batteries were being used in a power tool. You need to use a plug-in power tool. You pull those out, you put them in. As long as they're not dead flat, you're okay. There's safety circuits in these. You cut them off. They're not going to go dead flat because of the circuits in there. There's a whole code to the blinking lights and how that stuff works. We're going to go over that later in other videos because this is kind of a long-term thing. My initial thoughts on build quality, I'm impressed with it. Okay, it's heavy duty, it's robust. It appears to be tolerant of water. I just wouldn't take it out in a salt spray environment. Okay, it's an electrical device. It's not a. It's rugged. It's you know, if it got a little sprinkle, it's okay. Don't take this thing scuba diving. Okay, it's not that. It's no more water resistant than our power tools. Perhaps less so. If this gets dunked, you're going to have a problem. Okay. A lot of off-grid power packs, of course, we know that they have been made waterproof, or they have been ruggedized much more than this. So I will say this is very good for certain types of job sites. I will say this is good for off-grid construction, off-grid living, not yet. Okay, so we're going to see more of this thing in the future.